Everyone, Leonard Parker here. This video is going to be the first of a mini series of videos about link building. And if you have started your SEO campaign or ever did SEO for your company's website, you probably came across the concept of link building. But if not, this video is for you. So just a heads up, this video is meant for beginners. So if you are a SEO specialist or you have been doing SEO for some time, you might not get much out of this video, but thanks for watching anyway. Make sure to subscribe and you'll see our other videos that go over more advanced topics. Now for this video, I'm going to talk a bit about link building and more so from a high level. What is link building and why do you need it? So link building, quite simply, is when a link, another website owner links to your website. And the Google algorithm, it was built as part of the algorithm was built on links are sort of votes of popularity for a specific website. So let's say you're a water damage restoration contractor in the Woodlands. So let's say this is your website, and then let's say this is your competitor's website. And let's see, we got some more shapes here. Let's say you have 4 websites linking to you. So all of these websites are linking to you. But let's say your competitor, on the other hand, I am not an artist, so bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's say your competitor, on the other hand, has 8 websites linking to his or her website. So the way Google's algorithm was built, so we just look at this, in a vacuum. 8 backlinks or 8 websites linking to your competitor's website versus 4 linking to your website. So just looking at the sheer number of websites, your competitor has more votes of confidence because more websites are linking back to their company's website. And if we just take that and ignore everything else, it's going to be easier for your competitor's website to rank because they have more votes of confidence. But it's not that simple. So if we just use this same example, let's say your website, it has 4 backlinks or 4 websites linking to it. But let's say we have backlinks from the Houston Chronicle. Maybe we have something from the Houston Business Journal. And then maybe an association website for damage restoration. So basically you're a member of a association for water damage or damage restoration contractors, and your profile links back to your website. And to round it all off, let's say you have a backlink from the Woodlands Chamber of Commerce. Okay. And let's say your competitor over here, even though he has 8 backlinks or 8 websites linking back to him, let's say, okay, he has Houston Chronicle, but let's also say he has something in New York where he doesn't do, perform services. And then let's say he has a backlink from a Cialis website. Maybe someone spammed his website, and then he has another website linking to him that's about Gucci bags, and then another maybe about art and photography. So one thing, you want to look at the number of websites that are linking back to you, but relevancy pertaining to your business is also very important. So relevancy can come in two ways. First, you have local relevancy. So you have a backlink from a website that caters to a Houston audience or a Woodlands audience. You have a website that's specific to your neighborhood or to your super neighborhood, as they're called here in Houston. And this guy over here, your competitor, he has a backlink from a New York website. So it's not very likely that someone reading that New York website, maybe unless they're traveling or planning to get real estate in Houston or already have real estate in Houston, it's likely that that's not going to be very relevant. So for local relevancy, this is kind of X'd out. So local relevancy is one way to be relevant or get a relevant backlink. The other way is to topical or industry relevancy. So for damage restoration, having a backlink from a damage restoration website or damage restoration association, maybe a backlink from a blog that's about damage restoration, or even, you can make it more general. It's something about home improvement or home maintenance or storm prep. We get tons of hurricanes and storms down here in Houston. So those will all be relevant websites to your industry. Whereas your competitor friend over here, he has a backlink from a website about sex enhancement pills and Gucci bags and art and photography, which, there's nothing wrong with art and photography, but really doesn't relate to his core business. And then finally, you're going to have general business websites. Both of you guys are in business. So these are backlinks from somewhere like your Chamber of Commerce, or if you're involved, maybe your local BNI group, backlinks from directory pages like yellowpages.com or homeadvisor.com. And you see this guy, he doesn't have any of those things. So the key takeaway here is that number of referring domains or number of websites that are linking back to you is important. But what's just as important, probably even more important, is that you're also getting relevant backlinks, either local relevancy or topical relevancy. So just keep in mind that to keep those balanced. Now, the third thing I wanted to look at in this video is this idea of website authority. So obviously, if we had I'm not sure what's the local paper for the Woodlands, but let's just add here at the bottom, the Woodlands, and this is something I'm making up, the Woodlands Weekly Journal. And let's just say let's pretend that's the weekly paper for the Woodlands, targeting to the Woodlands audience. Well, this might be a great paper, but more than likely, there are going to be more readers and more website visitors for the Houston Chronicle website compared to the Woodlands Weekly Journal. And so that, among other things, that's going to give the Houston Chronicle website more authority. So in other words, that link from the Houston Chronicle website is going to have more weight versus the link from the Woodlands Weekly Journal. And back in the day, Google had a metric called PR or Pagerank, and this essentially was a scale on a single number that gave a website, kind of graded a website for its authority. So how powerful it was in the search results and how powerful a backlink from that website would have. So Google, they still use that system, but it's not that information is no longer made publicly available because, unfortunately, SEOs, we were spamming the hell out of it. So now we have to use these proxy metrics. And domain authority is from a company named Moz. It's probably the most frequently used metric for gauging a website's authority. But there are other metrics out there. Ahrefs, they have a metric called domain rating, which is very similar. It's really the same thing, but they have their own variables that they use to come up with that domain rating number. You also have TrustFlow, which is another metric by Majestic SEO. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to talk about domain authority from Moz. And so you can actually download, it's a free tool called the Moz Bar from Moz. Basically, you would go in, create a free account on Moz, and basically it's a Chrome extension that you'll add here in your bookmarks bar, or I should say your extension bar. And this little number here, it pretty much tells you how much authority a website has. So the current website I'm on now, awwapp.com, I'll zoom in here a bit so you can see better. It has a domain authority of 51. And that's on a scale of 1 to 99. So powerful websites like YouTube and Google, their domain authorities are in the 90s. Let's say if you launched a new website today and it's a brand new domain, it's going to have a website authority, a domain authority of maybe 1. And so there's domain authority, but then there's also page authority. So let's say, just giving you another quick example. Let me zoom out a bit here. Zoom out a little bit more. So let's say on your website, you have your home page, and we're still using the damage restoration services example. And let's say, you have your main water damage restoration page. And then under that page, you might have things like cleanup, mold remediation, what else? You might have something, dealing with broken pipes, a water pipe resolution. And then you might even have a emergency page where, people need to contact you immediately. So your 24/7 emergency restoration page. And let's just say your domain authority for the entire site is 35. But each of these pages, they're going to have their own individual authority metric. And that's called your page authority. So just to make it clear here, you have your domain authority for the entire website. And then you have your page authority for individual pages. And so let's say your home page is usually going to be your most authoritative page, because most people visit to it. And if you're doing any link building, usually all of those backlinks are going to go to the home page, or an overwhelming majority. But your water damage restoration page, you can have a page authority of 10. Your cleanup page can have a page authority of 5. Mold remediation 3, and so on. So you get the point there. And so when you're going out there to acquire backlinks, not only do you want to look at the domain authority, but you also want to look at the page authority for that particular page that you're trying to get a link from. And usually, if it's a new page, it's going to have a very low page authority. So if possible, you want to get links from pages that are aged, so they've been published for some time. And again, page authority, that's another metric that you can get from Moz. So I'll show you how this works here. So you can see here, I clicked the Moz bar twice, and then now it comes up with this little black bar here, and it's PA, that's your page authority. So the domain authority for this site is 51, and the page authority is also 51. So that's how you're able to get the page authority and the domain authority. So those are the main metrics and things to know about link building. There are more advanced metrics, like looking at the number of websites that a backlink has, or that a particular website has linking to it. So let's say if we were starting a link building campaign, we will look at the Houston Chronicle to see how many websites are linking back to it. And usually you want to go for websites that have a referring domains of at least 100. And you can use, I won't go over it in this video, but you can use a tool from Neil Patel. There are also premium tools called Ahrefs and SEMrush that will tell you the number of referring domains or websites linking to another website. And that's just another way to gauge the popularity of a website. So hope this video has been helpful. Make sure to subscribe to see the other videos in this link building mini series and to see all of our videos that we post to the channel. Well, thank you. Have a great Saturday and hope to see you soon.